What is up, guys? I'm here in Steamboat Springs, Colorado right now. I'm in self-isolation and I'm quarantining. Today I want to talk about how I make a living as a full-time photographer and filmmaker. So a lot of people just see me traveling, kind of on the road always, and they're always kind of curious how I'm able to fund all of this and how I can just do all of this. And this is not a video meant to brag. This is not a video meant to do anything like that. This is a video solely to show you guys kind of a look as to how I make money, and if you're looking to get into the same field, how you can make money as well. So there are 7 ways that I make money as a freelancer, and there is kind of an overlap between photo and video. I'm kind of on the side of things where it's a one-man production, I'm not doing any studio sets or anything like that. I'm kind of just always running gun shooting on the go. Some people just do photography, some people just do filmmaking, so it does have its perks that you can do both. You have a lot more skills that you can offer people. It is a lot to handle and a lot to manage, but I do enjoy both, so it works out. Alright, so first off, I'm going to list out the 7 ways that I make income, and then from there I'll go into each of those. So some of these overlap, but I'm going to try to distinguish them the best I can. The first one is product and brand photos. Second, promotional video campaigns. Third, conferences and events. 4 is Blackbox and licensing all of my stock footage. 5 is getting paid from sites that will pay me for traffic for my videos. For example, Mox TV, Firework, and YouTube. 6 is social media promotions and or kind of sponsorships. And 7, this is the only one where it's not directly a monetary income, but it's more so a trade-off or exchange in services. And we'll just call this one trade-offs. So if you're scrolling through my Instagram, a lot of it is just landscape photography, because that is what I love the most when it comes to photography. I'm not someone who likes shooting weddings. I don't really like shooting portraits. I love real estate, but I don't really post that stuff. I kind of just keep that on the back end. But what you don't see is product and brand photos. This is when I'm working for a brand and they send me their product to take photos of, essentially. So there's some photographers that take photos of products in a studio setting, kind of like with a white box, and just clean just the product for like websites and stuff. That is not really what I do. I can offer it, but what I do is I normally work for adventure and kind of outdoor brands, and I'm taking photos of their products in the field. So some examples of this are like Power Bar, Perfect Bar, Red Bull, Coors Light, Legend Apparel, and there's a bunch of others. I'll list a few right here so you guys can see. All right, so promotional video campaigns, this is number 2, and this kind of covers a wide variety of stuff. So for this, I mean campaigns that I do for a client. This is not stuff that I'm posting to my personal channels. This is strictly for a client. So this ranges anywhere from a lifestyle video, a travel video, a real estate video, a video for like a resort or something like that. Some examples for some stuff like this is like this watch company I did a campaign for in New York. These 3 resorts that I did work for in Greece. I've done promotional videos for people that are trying out for stuff like America's Next Top Model, stuff for like hair salons even. It covers a range of different topics. Essentially, someone will come to me when they want their product or their self or their brand highlighted in a video campaign, and I do my best to make them look as best they can, highlight their services, highlight their product, and then in turn they use this for marketing and for kind of making more sales in their company. All right, so number 3 is conferences, events, galas, charity events, whatever that may be. I've done a lot of this in the past when I've worked full-time with some people, and sometimes I get contracted out just for events. So for example, I've done a lot of work for this company, Prove It, and I'm just doing stuff like stories, almost like live coverage for their stories, and then after the fact, I'll put together some recap videos. All right, number 4 is Blackbox, and Blackbox is an amazing service where you can middleman your footage into a handful of stock footage websites. So let's say you're making a video about the coronavirus and you need footage of people with gloves, people with masks, people cleaning things. I could essentially grab these gloves, put them on, and I could take videos with it, and then I could send this to Blackbox. They would distribute it to Adobe Stock, Shutterstock, Shutterfly, Pond5, and then people who are making these videos would come and buy that footage. So what I do is I put all of my drone footage up, all of my travel stuff of cities, like Baltimore, New York, like different metropolises, and people for many different reasons need this footage. So this stuff sells, and it's a great passive income stream because once it's up to Blackbox, you don't need to do anything. You just see money come in when you make a sale. I can do a full video for this if you want. Just drop that in the comments if you are interested in that. So number 5 is getting paid for the traffic I bring to my videos on certain platforms that offer money for traffic. So for example, Mox TV, Firework, and YouTube. So Mox TV is their third-party service that finds other companies who need this content, put it on their sites, and based on the number of traffic that comes into that, I get a cut of what Mox is making. So it's essentially videos I've already finished and I just get to pass it on to them, and then I get a cut of the traffic. So that can be a few $100s a month or something. Another one is Firework, and Firework is a platform where it's interesting. It's like you put up a video, like horizontal video, and it crops in to your whole phone, and then you turn your phone and the video will turn with you. And super interesting, there's not many apps like that, but same thing, you know, they pay you for the amount of views you get, so that can amount to a few hundred to a few thousand a month, depending on how much time you put in and how many views your videos get. And lastly but not least for that is YouTube. I currently do not make any money off YouTube. I just started doing YouTube full-time in about July. So you have to meet a few thresholds before you can start making money from that. So hopefully soon I'll be there, but right now I'm not making money from YouTube. Number 6, social media promotions. So this is where brands come to me and say, hey, I want you to promote our product to your audience, and in exchange, we'll pay you X amount based on your following. So on Instagram, I have about 41,000 followers, and up to date, this is the main platform where I have done social media promotions. I have a few thousand on Facebook and YouTube, but not enough to really be getting good brand deals. So all of this has been through Instagram. So a big one I had recently was Empire Nation. Some companies have a Black Friday sale, like I did something for Thread Wallets, just a story, whatever, swipe up link, promoting their products, and I get paid for that because in exchange for me promoting, they'll be getting sales from my audience. Number 7 is trade-offs, and this is where I'm not making any monetary income from this, but it's money I would be saving from not spending it on something. So for example, I like to plan a lot of passion trips and personal projects where I plan where I'm going and plan what I'm doing. And then after I have the trip planned, I try to make money from it elsewhere after I'm already going there for my own purposes rather than like going somewhere for a wedding or something like that to film. So this is a trade-off of like if I'm going somewhere and I get a free stay at a resort for a week and I get to bring like Brie, and the whole thing is free, you know, food, accommodation, some excursions normally, and in exchange, I'll do photo and video content. So the hotel is giving me a room and accommodation and food, and in exchange, I'm giving them photo and video content. They're not charging me, I'm not charging them, but we're both saving money, and it's kind of just an exchange of services. Bree and I also work closely with Killa Expeditions and their company in Peru, kind of outdoors, backpacking, trekking, really gnarly, amazing company. We've done some awesome stuff in Peru with them. They're like the best tour company in Peru. All their trips are private. They're super tailored for small groups, and they're really amazing. But in exchange for not having to purchase these treks, we offer photo and video content. So it's a really nice exchange of services because Bree and I love Peru. So my partner Danny and I, he's one of my best friends. I'll put his @ here so you can check out his stuff. He's got awesome stuff on Instagram and YouTube. We created an online course, how to become a photographer, a filmmaker, how to monetize your following, how to exactly make a living, what we're doing, but extremely in detail and nitty-gritty stuff on a day-to-day basis, and how you can build a business from nothing to a thriving media business and company. At the moment, we just launched this a few months ago, so I didn't include it in this because we're not making an income as we speak, because we're just investing everything that we make back into the course. However, if you're interested in something like this, I will link it down below. We're offering it currently for 55% off. It's the perfect time to learn. I know a lot of us are stuck at home isolating and whatnot, but if you are looking to learn photography, filmmaking, and how to monetize an audience or anything like that, this is the course for you. Not trying to be too salesy, but I'll leave it down there below. So you're probably wondering why I'm making a video like this during a global pandemic and outbreak. To be honest, I've got a lot of time on my hands. We're here in Steamboat. We're self-isolating. We've been here 10 days, probably having a few more weeks or even months to come. No one really knows. But a lot of people are just like, you know, how do you travel? How do you afford it? How do you get paid? Like, who gives you money? On Instagram, it does seem a little too good to be true, but there's so much back-end stuff that goes into being a photographer and filmmaker that people don't see, because I like to keep my pages, my content, I like to keep them clean. So a lot of people don't see a lot of the work that I am doing for other companies and clients. With that being said, a lot of these income streams have stopped or halted, at least for now, because of coronavirus. So 1, 2, 3, 6, and 7 are all kind of halted for the time being. but I'm still making money from Blackbox and video viewing sites 4 and 5. So at the moment, I'm just trying to make the most of a crappy situation, and I'm just investing all of my time into creating new content, making more videos, making sure all my stock footage is up. And I'm gonna film some stuff of like the empty town that we're in, just with the drone, you know, send it out so I can still stay here. So while some income streams might be at a halt at the current moment, I'm still trying to make the most of this situation and work on what I can. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Hope it was informative. Weird topic to talk about, but if you found any value in it, please like and subscribe. It definitely helps out with YouTube algorithm. And if there's anything else you want me to go over in future videos, let me know. Got plenty of time on my hands at the current moment, so just let me know in the comments, but hope you enjoyed.